to this. All right, I think we can begin, Elias.
All right, thank you. So hi everyone. So I'm really glad to participate in this remote event with the Delhi Atlassian community. Thank you, Sajid, for organizing and coordinating this this event. So a bit about myself. My name is Elias Ganoun. I'm a product manager at Elements. In a nutshell, if you don't know Elements, we are a gold Atlassian marketplace vendor, and we have 3 Jira applications and 1 Confluence application on the marketplace, on the Atlassian marketplace. And today we'll be focusing on 5 ways. I will show you 5 ways you can leverage your external data inside Jira with our application Elements Connect. The idea of this ACE is to give an overview of what you can do with the app, and to hopefully you get some ideas to take back to your office. So if you join this ACE, it's because you use Jira in your business or you're familiar with the application. But obviously that's not the only tool you're using. You may have some other tools around Jira. Your company might have a CRM like Salesforce, for example, an LDAP with the details from your employees, Confluence, Okta, or another identity provider, an access management system, as well as internally developed tools or databases. But if the tools can talk to each other and you can get data into Jira, like this Salesforce data that's blocked here, you can end up wasting a lot of time looking up the information you need, manually copying it, and maybe accidentally inputting mistakes into Jira. And that's something that we want to avoid. So now I want you to imagine that Jira can be the hub in your information system with all the data from your different tools available in context to Jira users. And that's where our app Connect comes in. So Elements Connect. Elements Connect allows you to bring external data inside Jira issues. Your data could be from SQL databases, REST APIs, or even Jira itself. Our application is available today in server, which is not going to last so long. I mean, just Jira server, not Elements Connect. In data center, and a cloud version was released last October. I'll be showing you the new cloud version at the end of the presentation, but we'll be focusing for the four examples on the data center and server application before showing you the cloud application. So today's agenda. I'm going to show you 5 ways you can leverage external data inside Jira. So first, we'll look at how you can get information about your employees from LDAP inside Jira issues. Then we'll see how you can connect Jira to a product catalog such as Best Buy using its REST API and display details from the catalog in Jira issues. We will also see how you can connect Jira to Salesforce and get details about your deals, account, or contacts. We will also see how we can connect Jira to status page so other users can get real-time information about your systems when they go to raise a request about an incident in Jira Service Management, for example. And the last example will be with a custom database, and we will use our new cloud version. We'll see how we can bring data from a PostgreSQL database inside Jira Service Management Cloud. And hopefully, by the end of this session, you will have a few ideas to build your own use case. And of course, if you have questions, you can ask them to me at the end of the presentation. So let's get started. We're going to look at first 4 examples that use the server or data center version of Elements Connect. The first example I want us to explore is how you can get employee details from an LDAP into Jira issues. in this example, will fetch data about an employee from within a Jira issue. So for this demo, we're going to use the Elements Connect demo portal. This demo portal is available for each one of you. I will give you the address at the end of the presentation. It's set up with a simplified view of a Jira Service Management portal with just Elements Connect custom field displayed. So you can see we have 2 elements custom fields. A drop-down list here that allows us to select an employee. You can see it's an autocomplete that allows you to search for the employee in our LDAP, and then a read-only field that will display details based on the selection made with the first field. So if I click on the first field, which has live data, and select an employee, so Hubert, the second field will display details from the LDAP, such as position, phone number, email, etc. One thing I want to draw attention is how you can customize your information using HTML. So we are using HTML here to display the information linked to the user that we have selected, and then we can create the issue in Jira. So this read-only field is automatically calculated with the data inherited from the field user. There are dependencies made with Elements Connect. How can it be useful to you? You can display information about the reporter of an issue, for example, so you can really give more context to your Jira agents. You can manage access requests depending on the data stored in the LDAP, for example, the office location or the department, assign the issue to an office located where the agent is, or you can manage some type of data inherited from the LDAP, or to set the user's manager as the approver of the ticket and the user's managers directly fetched from the LDAP. And how does it work? You can use velocity variables to fetch the current user's managers and then set the manager as the approver of the ticket. Our second use case, we're going to look at the product details. And for this example, we are going to use Elements Connect to fetch data from the Best Buy product catalog using the Best Buy REST API. So here again, our simplified Jira Service Management portal. There are 3 Elements Connect custom fields, category, product, and product details. The first one is a drop-down list that allows you to select a category of products from the catalog. The second field is a dependent field that will fetch all the products that match the category selected, and the category selected in the first field, sorry. And the third and last field is a read-only field that will display the details of the product selected. So let's see what it looks in action. Since there are lots of product categories, I'm going to start typing in the field, and the autocomplete will fetch the options that match what I've typed. So I've selected computers and tablets. And now the second field, only the products that match the category are available. I don't want to scroll through all the options, so I can type again what I need. And when I select, and when I select the product that I want, the last field is automatically filled with the details of the selected product. We can see a bunch of different details in the third field, such that the photo of the product, the description, the manufacturer, rating, the availability, the price, etc. We can really get any information that we desire that is linked to the selected product. How can we use this example? We have some popular use case to show you, to place orders to a supplier, for example, with live update of the price and the availability of the product. On the supplier side, we can give access to your own catalog via Jira. And you can go a step further by creating a code generator, for example, connecting to a catalog and adding several products. Now, let's look at how we can fetch details about a client from a CRM like Salesforce and display customer data inside Jira issues. We'll be able to fetch data from Salesforce using Salesforce REST API. So the previous demo were on simplified Jira service management for server, but since Elements Connect works just the same with Jira Core and software, we'll switch things up a bit and use Jira software to look at the example with Salesforce. So here we have a sales project, and we're in the middle of creating a pre-sales request. So we have a bunch of different fields, and most of the information is already filled in, but there are 3 Elements Connect custom fields that we haven't used. We can see the first one here, it's Salesforce account. The second one is Salesforce contact for the selected account. And there's a third field, which are the opportunities that are related to the sales account. So let's see how it works. We type the name of the Salesforce account, and then I can select the contacts and the relevant opportunities. Once I create the issue, in the issue view, we can see that the data from Elements Connect has been fetched from Salesforce into 2 tabs. The first one about the contact and the second one with the opportunities. And there are extra information about the amount and the stage of the opportunities that we didn't see in the issue creation screen. These tabs are actually native Jira functionalities, and you can easily configure Elements Connect fields to display different data in different tabs. Basically, an Elements Connect custom field can be used in Jira screens just like any other custom fields. How can it be useful to you? In this, just like in the example we just saw, you can close the information gap between your sales and project teams when they manage pre-sales requests in Jira. Another common use case with Salesforce is to enhance your customer supports by directly fetching details about clients and their company when they raise a request on your support portal. And then it can gives you and gives your agent more context, such as the number of users, the purchase history, the language, or anything else that is stored in the CRM that can help agents resolve the issues. We can now provide Jira users with up-to-date service status. So in this first use case, I'm going to show you how we can provide Jira users with up-to-date service status information. As you know, status page allows you to be transparent about the status of the service you provide, whether it's Jira or Confluence, or a custom internal server, whether it's up, it's down, in maintenance, etc. However, you might not know that you can bring this type of information from status page directly inside Jira issues. So we're going to head back to our demo in the Jira Service Management portal here, and we only have 2 Elements Connect field and the standard summary. The first Connect field will provide us with a list of Atlassian tools, Jira Software, Jira Service Management, Confluence, etc. And the second one will display the status of the tool we picked in the first field. So here we have a problem with Jira. We can select Jira software in the select list and then see if the service is currently operational. So the agent will know to investigate other source of the problem. So it's impossible to access to Jira. I can fill my first connect field with Jira software, but I have other Atlassian's application. And automatically, the status inherited from status page is automatically displayed with the status, and it displays here that all systems are operational. How can this integration can be useful to you? It can inform users of a service's current status while there is an incident. For example, you cannot access to a website, an application, etc. While typing your issue, you can see that the service is under maintenance, is down. So it can help customers to understand why they cannot access to their application. It gives the agent the information as well of the status. And if you use status page with a CMDB, for example, your agents will have details about the asset as well as the server status all within the ticket. For example, you display the status of Jira and the host name of the server, for example, how many memory it has, any type of information linked to the service that are fetched from the CMDB. And it's also useful if you want to give real-time information on your services, for example, for planned maintenance. Elements Connect live fields mean you always have real-time information. An additional benefit of fetching status page information with Elements Connect is that you don't have to increase your tier of subscribers. Depending on how many users you have, this can be a big money saver. So this example is the last one for Jira Server and Data Center. So I'm going to show you now Elements Connect for Jira Cloud in action with the tale of a broken printer. So we have a fictitious company called Tellurian. Tellurian manufactures and sells environmental robots, and they have a number of offices around the world. We're going to play the role of Carlos, who works in the New York office. Carlos is the head of engineering in the New York office, and he has an issue with his printer. So it's down. So he goes where? He goes to the Tellurian Jira Service Management portal to report maintenance issues. And to say that, for example, the printer is broken. Before we see how Carlos can make the request in Jira Service Management Cloud, it's important to mention that Tellurian's assets are stored in a CMDB, and that this CMDB uses a PostgreSQL database. So we'll use Elements Connect to fetch the data from the remote PostgreSQL database, and we will display the data in the Jira Service Management Cloud. And this should help both users and agents. So let's look at the customer experience using Elements Connect. So here we are logged in as Carlos on the Office Management Support portal, and I'm creating my request. So here, as Carlos, I'm entering some information such as the summary and the description of the problem, but we are going to go a bit further. We have two Elements Connect connected items: printer offices and printer. They fetch direct information directly from the CMDB that I previously mentioned. So first, we need to select the right office. Carlos is in New York, so I must select New York. And once I select my office, I can see the printers available in this office. So I'm selecting New York. And then here, I can see that I have the list of the printers available in the office. So whether it's in the first floor, the 7th floor, in the entrance, or in the sales room, finance room, engineering room, etc. We are going to select the 7th floor printer, but we can see that if we have selected another set of offices, for example, if Carlos was in Dubai, we would have another set of issues here of printers. So 3rd floor and another list of printers. So we can see that it's dependent field. Printer is dependent from the selected office. So we have the dependency between the two connected items. The printer connected items only show assets associated with the previously selected office. So let's get back to Carlos. He's in New York. He selects the 7th floor engineering printer, and if I stop here, you can see that how easy it was for the customer to select the printer, the printer that he needed, and to create the request. He didn't have to enter the serial number, etc. So this is from the customer's point of view. I just have the same creation request screen. I select the office and the printer. I click on create, and my request is created. But now let's move to the agent's experience. And we will be logged in as Susie, the office coordinator, and have the request just created by Carlos, the paper jam. Here on the right, on the glance view, we have Elements Connect connected items. If I click on the see connected items here, we can see that there is a 3rd connected items, much richer. So this connected item has an image of the printer and lots of details like the reference, the brand, the maintenance, and the status of the maintenance, and the support number. With Elements Connect, you can decide whether or not you want connected items to be visible in the customer portal, or if they should be displayed only to agents. This way, you can adapt the kind of information you want to show to end users and agents. And I can mention too that we can edit the connected items from the glance view. We have this button edit, and the connected items modifications will be modified as well in the portal view. And we can see that dynamically the information is saved. So we've seen that thanks to Element Connect, we're able to provide the agent with enough details to solve the request without cluttering the end user's view or asking them manually to enter lots of details. Now we are going to shift to the support manager experience to see how she can take advantage of the information provided by Elements Connect. The support manager can configure specific queues using the information stored in our CMDB. So we have 2 queues. So here we can reply to our customer, and we have 2 queues. Information, one for the New York office and one for the Hong Kong office, and this queue is so the New York and the Hong Kong office, and this queue is displaying only the issues that comes from the New York office. How did we set this up? We just used information from the office item in my GQL filter and selected New York, just as any other queue configuration. So here we have printer office, printer that we can configure to create the queues, and SLAs and other type of filters. And this is possible because Elements connected items have what we call mirror fields, which is sync data between connected items and Jira custom fields that we can use in jQuery queries to create queues, SLAs, to export the data, etc. So to sum up this big use case, thanks to Elements Connect, our office coordinator has all the information that she needs. And the support manager could even customize the experience with specific queues based on the information from the external data source. Which office has been, which office well, has the problem? Is it New York, Hong Kong? Which printer? Is it still under maintenance or not? All this information were automatically calculated by only selecting the floor of Carlos's office. Yeah, so today I showed you a number of demos that are available on Elements Connect demo portal. This URL connects demo.elementsapps.com is free and available for all of you. You just need to create an account, and I recommend you to check it out and play with our use cases. You can find the same use case that I showed you in this dedicated portal. If there's a use case that you'd like to try on your own instance, we've tried to make it as easy as possible by providing the field configuration available for download on the Elements Connect documentation. So you can go to our documentation, select the use case that you want to solve, and download the fields configuration to upload it on your own instance. Just a quick note that this demo portal is just for the server and data center use cases. But if you want to experiment with the cloud version, there are several pre-configured examples directly available in the app. So you can test out the app without having to implement a use case from scratch. So as Michael Jackson would say, this is it. For the presentation. So I see that there are 6 messages in the discussions. So there's, okay, so I think it's yeah, the link I will show you. I will share the link to you in the chat. The elements.
Elias, where can we find the configuration that you mentioned? I was just looking at on the documentation side. Can you please guide us there as well?
Yeah, let me check this out. Here you have the parent page of all the use cases. So for example, if you go just, can you see my screen here?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so this is the page that I've just linked. You have a lot more use cases than I just showed, but all the use cases from our demo portal. For example, if I click on Salesforce, we can download here the fields configuration for all the fields and upload it directly in Elements Connect.
Got it.
So you can see here for LDAP, user picker, etc. You have all the files, the necessary files on our documentation. Sorry.
Hi, this is Vikram. If we need any support, is there any support email address or where we can reach and get this?
Yes. So here, if you have any issues, you can go on our support instance. I will just send you the link. Our support is very efficient. So you just can create a ticket and we will answer you all your questions. So on the Atlassian Marketplace, you go on support and submit a support request. So yeah, I have my single sign-on, but you can create a request, or you can create an account and a request. And on the support here, you can create any request you want on for our apps. So Elements Connect, Copy and Sync, Checklist, Spreadsheets, and Connect for Zendesk. And here you have the request. So here is our support portal. And do not hesitate to create tickets if you need assistance. We'll be happy to help you configuring the fields. Elements Connect is a very powerful app, and you can do lots of things. So if you think about any use case and you don't know if it's possible, just ask. We'll be happy to help you with the configuration.
Perfect. Are there any questions? I saw we had a couple more members join in, then I guess I got some messages on my WhatsApp that people had calls, so they had to drop back. Any questions from anybody else on the chat?
Hi Sajid, I have one question. Let's connect. I connected my Jira service management with the Salesforce, and what exactly I want is that the customer ID or customer name in Salesforce to be matched with the customer name or organization name in Jira service management. So can we achieve it using this plugin?
Yeah, so you want to link to fetch the data from Salesforce with the organization set in Jira Service Management?
Yes, I'd like to match both the organization name at both places.
Yes, with Velocity, you can make some conditional querying on Elements Connect. So for example, you can say if my organization is Toto in Jira Service Management, then use this query and get data from the organization in Salesforce. So you can match different organization with the thanks to the Velocity language from Elements Connect that Elements Connect provides.
Thank you very much.
Great. So if there are no further questions, I'll stop the recording. I would share the link on the ACE page itself for the YouTube video. And once again, thank you, Elias, for
my pleasure.
being to the ACE community, Delhi, Gurgaon.